morning. Today, I'm very happy to welcome a great artist, and she is disconnected. Voila.
Hear me.
Good morning. What did you do?
Nothing like this. It's
Okay, okay.
really
Uh,
disconnecting automatically, but hopefully she'll be fine.
Good. Usually, I will remove the dead air after the live. Okay,
Hmm.
so don't worry about it.
That's
So I
great.
say three, two, one, and we begin. Okay.
Okay, awesome.
Very good. Three, two, one. Today, I am very happy to welcome a great artist from the UK, but she has a lot of heritage. Laura Fontamara. She has
That's
Italian, Egyptian, Moroccan, Mauritanian. What else?
no, at the moment only this. But
How are you,
everyone
Laura?
seems
Thank
to
you
know.
very much for joining the live.
You're very welcome, Sherif. It's a pleasure. And it's been a while we're trying to arrange this interview. So here we
Yes,
are.
yes, yes, yes. You know everything. In our heritage, everything has a time. In God's will.
That's true.
Yes. But tell me, Laura, I want to ask you first if you remember there was uh, a sitcom called "How Did I Meet Your Mother?" Right? You
Oh,
remember?
yes, I know it. I
So
remember, yes.
I want to ask you, how did your father met your mother?
They met in a library in Rome. My
Uh-huh.
mom is Moroccan, as you know, and she went for a holiday trip to Italy, and
Yes.
this is what she met my father. He was in a library, and this is how they met.
This is very beautiful. It's like a short film in Cannes Festival.
Yes.
You know, Mhm. And they got married. And do you have other brothers and sisters?
Yes, I do have one sister. She's younger
Uh,
than me, 2 years younger than me, and then I have one brother. He's younger than me. He's 7 years younger than me. I'm the eldest one.
yes, this is very nice. And where did you grow up? Rome, Morocco?
I did grow up in Italy. I was born in Genoa.
Hmm.
It's a city in northwest of Italy,
Hmm.
close to
Hmm.
Le Cinque Terre, Portofino. So
Hmm.
I was born and raised there. But then I left my country at 23 and I moved to France.
Hmm.
And then after that, I moved
Hmm.
to London, to the UK.
Yes. But I saw that you studied an MBA. It was in art or something else?
It was in a business. So this is an MBA
Business.
studied for business. I really love business a lot.
Yes. So, and parallel to your studies, you started modeling, or after you finished?
I started as a model at 19
Hmm.
years old, and with the years, it just naturally I was led and pushed into the acting industry very naturally.
Great.
But I
Hmm.
didn't go to any acting schools or anything like that, or
Hmm.
any modeling
Yes.
schools at all.
Hmm. Mm. Yes, but I want to ask you, from Italy to France, I know regarding the fashion business, it's a very big industry in
Mhm.
France and in Italy, also the acting, and you speak the two languages. What made you decide to go to London and to start becoming an actor there?
So initially, the reason why I moved to the UK, it was simply to pursue my MBA. So it was a study reason. Unfortunately, in Italy, I wasn't offered a place to do my MBA, and I was so blessed. The UK just opened the doors to me, and they offered me a place to do my MBA. So this is why I moved to the UK. That's the main reason.
That's the reason.
Yes.
And tell me, how did you start as a professional model before we speak about your acting career?
I did start in a very unusual way. That obviously happened in Italy. I was 19 years old and I was sitting on a bench, and
Mhm,
a gentleman approached me, which might sound a little bit scary and creepy, but he said, "You're very, very beautiful, and I never see your face around." And he dropped me his
mhm,
talent agent card, and this is where I started
mhm.
like that. So I joined an agency, and from there I started really getting a lot of bookings. So this is how it started, basically very randomly. I didn't do any casting or anything like that. I was just approaching the street.
I think there is luck that run in your family because this is the same story about how your parents met.
Indeed, that's true. I seem
Did
to
you
attract
did
a lot of
you did you make the connection before?
yeah,
Mm,
but it just it seems like I attract people in the street. I think maybe, I don't know, maybe it's my face or it's my
yes,
energy. Maybe my
yes,
mom
yes,
had the same.
yes. And this is about your modeling, and you start to do modeling, advertising, magazine.
Yes.
Right now, there is an online as well. I mean, market as well for models, right?
Yeah, that's true. I've been on cover books, newspaper, on cover magazines as well, and so yeah, I had quite some publication around the world, and I truly loved it. It's beautiful.
This is very nice. And tell me, um how you practice Arabic and French with your mother, right?
Yes. So
Uh,
when I was little, we used to speak a mix of Italian and Egyptian.
uh,
Mainly, I had more of the Egyptian influence when I was
yes,
little. So I grew up watching black and white Egyptian movie,
of
like
course.
with the Saad Hosni, and I used to
Shadia, Farid al-Adrash,
Adel
all
Imam,
the Adil Imam.
Adel Imam.
Uh-huh.
I love them. They're so beautiful. Fatin Hamama, Omar Sharif, wonderful actors. They really gave me um, a huge print on me. I think they're absolutely amazing. And I grew up listening to Egyptian music. My favorite singer is Amr Diab. He's the top.
Yeah, تملي معاك تملي معاك. I know
Tamalli
Amr
Mai.
Diab very, very well, and he did this clip with a friend of mine, Tariq El Arian, a very
Mhm.
famous filmmaker, Egyptian Palestinian, and he studied in the United States. I worked with him as well. We did a magazine together 30 years ago. And I'll tell you a story about Adil. When I was
Mhm.
young, there was, of course, the play Madras al-Mushaghbin, which,
Mhm.
the school of the naughty kids, if we can translate it like that.
Yes.
And it was some for a child. It's something very, very funny. And then he had a television series called أحلام الفتى الطائر,
Wow.
Dreams of the Flying Boy. Okay, and
Mhm.
it is a television series rarely did in Egyptian series. I think in the 70s we had very quality television series because we used to make them 13 episode and the drama was very condensed.
Mhm.
you know so
Yes.
this is kind of right now it's more commercial. They want to do the television series especially for Ramadan, the holy months of Ramadan, 30
Yeah.
episodes, and it's pure commercial, I think. I
Mm-hmm.
think, So at the end of this television series, he his character was killed.
Oh.
Okay,
Mm.
and I was watching, and I went to cry, and I think I woke up all our parent. My uncle was there, my mom. So because as I was very sad like this, my mother decided to take me to the theater, and he was showing his second successful play, شاهد ما شافش حاجة, a witness who didn't
Oh.
see anything. And my mother wanted to prove to me that he's still alive,
Mm-hmm.
and so she booked me a seat in front of the stage, first row,
Oh,
you know,
wow.
and and accidentally the play was in my school. We have in Egypt, I don't know if you visited Egypt or not.
I'm going to
Uh,
April,
yes,
literally.
yeah, this is very nice. We had my school was lycée, a French school, and it has a theater rented by the troupe of Adil Imam, is called the United Artists, الفنانين المتحدين.
Yeah,
So every
yeah,
day we used to see the poster of Shahid ما شافش حاجة when we're going to school, you know. So
yeah,
this is a story about Adil Imam, and I
yeah.
think he had a deep impact on our generation and all the comics and the comic actors we know. But
Absolutely.
let's speak about you again. You did modeling. I think you have a very successful career. I think for some people, like you said, acting comes later on normally. How did somebody related to casting notice you as well? Don't tell me in the library or in the coffee shop.
No, it's not library promise.
Mm,
Again, I because here in the UK it's very complicated for
mhm.
um talent artists like me because I'm very mixed, and it's
Yeah.
not a face that you see around. You never see someone who's
Mhm.
Egyptian and Moroccan and as a mix. I mean here, um, most of the diverse actor, fame actor are maybe South Asians or Africans, you know. Um, the way I was noticed again, it's because of my face and because I'm so a mix of Egyptian again, Moroccan and Italian. I look I look very different nationalities. Some people they thought I look Indian, you know, um, like many of the famous Indian actresses, or sometimes they think I'm Romanian or from Brazil or from Portugal. So again, I was noticed for my look, and I
Mhm.
was invited to participate to a Bollywood movie. So again, it's again my face that attracts a lot the people around. But as I said before, I think also at least this is what I've been told. It's my personality and energy. And I promise me, Sharif, this is not the first time people are telling me I never seen a face like you around. I never seen it.
Whi-
So
Which,
that's the main thing.
which is very good. Myself, I get mistaken for an Indian all the time. All the time. And I used to go to Dubai Festival, or in the Indian Embassy in Egypt, we had a tribute to Indian cinema,
Yeah.
and they had a reception in the Indian Embassy. All the Indian people come next to me. They thought I'm India based in Egypt. You know,
Exactly,
and
that's what I'm
and in
saying.
Dubai Festival, of course, there are a lot of Pakistani, Indian, South Asian. So
Yes.
so I think
Yeah,
a plus, especially I think in England, there are more roles for Indian heritage than Arabs.
exactly.
I think so.
Exactly.
And I don't know if
Mm.
you have seen a film by an Egyptian filmmaker, and he did it while he was reading his in England. Maybe try to see it. It's called Room to Rent.
Mm-hmm.
director Khalid Al,
Mm.
and
Khalid.
starring Juliette Lewis from the United States, very talented. She did California with Brad Pitt and Cape Fear with Robert De Niro and Nick Nolte. And from Morocco, the co-star Said El Togmawi. He's a
Hmm.
very international star, and he worked in the United States with George Clooney, with Three Kings, as far as I remember, with George Clooney, and he did a lot of work. And I in the last film with John Wick, with Keanu Reeves
Keanu. Keanu.
and Halle Berry. There was a scene where they met like a mafia boss across the Moroccan desert, and Said Tagmawi was there. And I hope that one day we can see you in an international production like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. And this is exactly what I'm trying to lead at the moment. I would love to raise awareness more for also Egyptian artists, especially
Hmm.
Egyptian actresses, because
Hmm.
we had the era of Omar Sharif, which I love so much, bless him.
Yes,
And we have other Egyptian actors. We have Mena Massoud, we have Rami Malek as
of
well.
course, of
Yeah.
course.
So,
My wife adores Rami Malek.
yeah.
We do like what they call it, binge watching. Yes, binge watching. I Mr. Robot, his television series. I was
His
about to
first
see
success.
telenovela
Mm,
because this is in Spanish.
yeah,
Yes,
indeed.
it's very nice series, and also the writer, director, producer of the series is Egyptian as well, not
Is
only
he?
Rami Malek. Yes, Egyptian American. And right now, I am mentioning in the your Internet Movie Database, you did two works called London Confidential and Glamour. These are like short films
No, they're
or
feature films. They're
feature
feature
films. Yes.
films. Yeah, both made from big productions. They're both, what they have in common, they're both like thriller action movies. I love action
Yes.
movies. I love action
Yes.
movies. Like my my ideal role would be like more of a Bond girl or an action
Uh,
girl, like femme
they're
fatale
reg-
role.
femme fatale. Yes, femme fatale. You know, I think you're familiar with Charlize Theron and Angelina Jolie roles and
Mm,
Scarlett Johansson. They were very successful on the action side. And I think, while they were preparing the last Bond with Daniel Craig, I mean, they were thinking of switching James Bond or 007 into a woman. Did you hear or read
yes,
something about that?
I
So
heard that.
Who knows? Instead of being a Bond girl, you can be James Bond himself.
Why not? I would love it. And this is what I'm working on, and I'm just trying now to have more connection with the Egyptian or Egyptian American producer and directors,
Mhm.
because I think um, the Middle East is such an amazing and mysterious and beautiful culture, and I want to really
Yes,
raise that.
yes, and I think right now the trending in Hollywood production is not presenting the stereotypical Middle East we used to see, regarding like criminals, terrorists. It is of a more exotic as well, but also more realistic. Like I mentioned to you now, John Wick with Keanu Reeves, and also the Mission Impossible they shot in Morocco. Action scenes. And with Tom Cruise, the film that was before the last one. And I think right now it is changing. I mean, character-wise, I think you might find some very nice role and where you can tackle your acting capabilities.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely,
and
very
you and
positive.
you are going to Egypt soon next month.
Yes, I'm going to see a dear friend.
Uh-huh.
He's also involved with the entertainment industry.
Bravo.
His agency is Mogat Agency, and his name is Mohammed Al Masri. We
Yes.
follow each other also on Instagram, and he's such a wonderful guy, and he's very talented.
Uh-huh.
So me and him, we're trying to really to push this dream together up. So
Great.
I'm going to Egypt to see him in April. So I'm very excited.
Yes. Yes. Very nice. I wish you all the best. But I want to ask you something before we close the interview. Two things.
Sure.
What did your mother and father think of your modeling? And if you have a dream you want to realize related to entertainment.
Yeah. So the modeling was my mom who pushed me to do it.
Very
So she
nice.
thinks very well of it.
Bravo. Hmm.
Yeah.
Very nice. So she likes it very much. Yes. And
Yes.
she tell you, my beautiful little kid, I'm so proud of you, stuff like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. She's very proud.
Yes. And because you have big knowledge right now of all the entertainment and I mean production of the countries you lived and visit. Do you have something in mind you want to realize? Any dream you want to realize?
My dream is, and my objective at the moment, when it comes to the entertainment industry,
Hmm.
I want to be the first noticed Egyptian actress to be outside there, also in the Western world, in Hollywood. So this is my goal at the moment.
Yes, this is very nice. And so we cross our fingers. I wish you all the best in the upcoming period. Safe
Thank you
to
very
Egypt.
much.
Okay.
Thank you,
Try
Sherif.
to
Thank
visit
you.
as much cities as you can. Cairo, Alexandria. If you can go to Luxor and Aswan, it will be very nice. You know.
Hmm.
And I look forward for your next project. Uh, and don't forget to invite us to the premiere of your new film.
Well, absolutely, absolutely. You're all invited. With pleasure. With pleasure.
Sure. Thank you, Laura. Thank you very much for the live. Grazie. Merci beaucoup. Gracias.
J'ai
شكرا
compris.
جزيلا. Mm,
شكرا يا
mhm.
شريف، وخد بالك من نفسك ومع السلامة.
Merci. مع السلامة. Au revoir.
باي باي.
Bye.
باي باي باي.